Hey there. Okay, so also this is the first time my face has been on this channel, but anyway, sorry I'm been behind Fridays. Well, this month's been crazy with Fridays especially, and uploading's just been impossible. So this video I started like weeks ago when this movie was at least moderately relevant. It's obviously not anymore, and you shouldn't see it. But I finished the video anyway, so here you go. In the next couple weeks, especially like this Friday, there's so much coming out. So I think I'm gonna change my release schedule. Think I'm just gonna put stuff out when I can. I think especially over the next couple weeks, it should be like 2 or 3 videos a week because we have like Spiral coming out, and we have Wrath of Man just came out, and seen that, and there's the new Barry Jenkins series and all these things. Anyway, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, thanks. This last Wednesday night, I was sitting at home and I had an epiphany. I realized both that I am now vaccinated and that theaters are open, and nothing was stopping me from going right then to see a movie in theaters for the first time in 14 months. So I immediately headed over to my local theater and saw the only thing playing at 9:30 p.m., Separation. It's quite not good, but I was just happy to be there. Now, I knew nothing going into this. I hadn't seen a trailer, didn't know who directed it, hadn't even heard of it, but I'll fill you in. Separation is directed by William Brent Bell of The Boy fame and The Devil Inside infamy. I'd seen nothing by him, but certainly wouldn't be rushing out after this one. Separation is about a comic book writer and artist that hasn't had a hit in a while, going through divorce proceedings and fighting over custody of his child. As events transpire, he ends up haunted by a force that often comes in the form of his old characters. If this sounds any kind of interesting, I promise you it is not. I could never tell when the film was trying to be actively scary or just eerie, but usually it wasn't either, and if I'm asking that question at all, something has gone wrong. The film does employ some jump scare tactics, but to its credit, they're not gratuitous. Mostly, though, the film's method of creating quote-unquote terror is a set of steps that I'll show you using this clip of seals bouncing around. First, we take the whole frame and paint it red. There you go. We're finished. Is it scary? The acting isn't the worst thing ever. It's mostly passable, if forgettable, until a reveal towards the end. There's only one scene where a supporting character has to really sell a moment, and she does not. In that actress's defense, the reveal is atrocious, and if she was able to salvage it with convincing acting, it would be very impressive. Briefly going over the technical side, there's not too much to look at. It's shot competently, mostly. Although the editor did let through one pretty impressive establishing shot, so the director's eye ends up outdone by the second unit, which is never something you want to happen. The sound, editing, lighting are all fine, but nothing really worth mentioning, although I will say the film has that horror filter that everything does, which was just kind of tiresome at this point. Really, the majority of the film's problems come down to the overall direction and story, which are just all over the place. The ghouls are creepy looking, but never really do anything, so it's hard to ever fear them. I was thinking about The Conjuring at one point during this, and how that film manages to have a ghost play a variant of hide and seek, and it still be absolutely horrifying. But what that film does right is there's plot justification, and it's set up, and you feel like the family is being messed with rather than attacked, at least during that scene. This film has none of that. So when a killer clown contortionist thing is inches from our lead and nothing happens, it seems odd. I thought they were going to pull the ghosts aren't evil trope and explain it that way, but they kind of do the opposite. The film goes out of its way to make sure you know that these ghosts have ill intent. But then the ending just becomes so unjustifiably contrived and stupid. I'm still spoiler free here in case you do want to see it for whatever reason, but yeah, the climax is a dumpster fire that ruins anything the film had going for it, which already admittedly wasn't much. But ultimately, this isn't the worst thing ever. Like I said, a lot of it is competently made and acted, but the overall direction and story are just begging to be despised. Oh, I almost forgot. After everything is resolved, there's even a zinger sequel bait clip during the credits, so you can't even subscribe to the plot contrivances this film asks you to during its climax, because the film doesn't end up believing them either. I'm giving this one a generous 3 out of 10. Anyway, what did you think? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all next week with another video. There's actually a lot of movies coming out pretty soon. It's exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to giving my thoughts. Anyway, for now though, peace.